proudly presents the Week Review.
Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations, this could be a podcast.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Let's do a podcast from right here in the booth. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Is it happening? Are we doing it now?
Awesome.
You're the reason that we do what we do. Music and talk, it's all for you. Now the guys who are lots of fun for making you laugh, they're number one. They review the week just for you. So get ready for Paul and Drew. Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face. Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
And welcome to 100.3 FM, KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. I'm Paul, that is Drew. Now this is the show where we talk about things from last week and the things that may happen next week. And yes, it's very weak. We're the other show where everything is made up and the points don't matter. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. We broadcast live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. You can listen to us live 100.3 FM on your local radio dial and live streaming at www.k.radio12345.com. But it's easier to use the Listen to My Radio app on your phone. Once you get the app, search for KCTK. It's that simple. We also would like to welcome all of our listeners from around the world. Palermo, New Orleans, Sicily, Scottsdale, and even Boston. You can watch all the past adventures on YouTube at the KCTK Radio channel whenever you want. But that's not all. This program is offered as a podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, Instagram, and anywhere you get your favorite podcast. Welcome to the program, a very special program tonight. And I am so excited about this program. We're doing something a little different tonight. But one thing that hasn't changed, one thing that will never change, is this is where I have the opportunity to introduce the man of the hour, the guy that makes it all happen. Here he is, the Droosh. Hi, Drew.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Droosh, a.k.a. Granny Smith, a.k.a. Golden Delicious.
Yeah, that's the Apple.
Yeah.
That's Tech Talk. No? Apples come in the fall, though.
Yeah, that's what I call myself sometimes. I call myself a Golden Delicious.
Did you have any of the apples I grew?
Yeah, they're good.
Last year, I
The only thing
bombed
was-
at them. I bombed and I didn't get
Your
any
apple
of them.
butter needed to be thicker.
That's what
A lot
I've
of
been
people
told.
said.
Yeah. Okay, so how are you today?
Yeah.
Hey, we have something special. We're doing an interview. And later in the program, we're going to interview Maya Bauer, who's the author of the book Hired, Everything You Need to Know About Getting a Job. She's an expert when it comes to human resources and everything to get a job. This is different for us because usually it's just jackassery. You know what I mean? And it's all made up and we make up a guest and everything. But this section is a real guest.
That's awesome.
She has a
Cool.
copy.
Create standout resumes, craft stellar cover letters.
She happens to have a copy of your resume. So
Oh.
we're going to ask her about that as well.
Very nice.
So
Very, very nice.
now you're looking for opportunities, and
I'm looking for a lot of opportunities.
and the number one thing that we do on this program is to give you trouble and make it funny. But maybe we'll learn something too.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's make sure that we still make fun of you.
We should
Make
still
fun of
make
you a
fun
lot.
of me because everybody needs to stay humble.
a
Because
good point.
here's the thing. Being unemployed has forced me to be 100% more present as a parent. Mm-hmm. And most of my days that I don't have a job, I have to spend with my baby.
Oh, okay, that's
which has
nice.
been fun. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I really could use a job.
Well, I
instead.
would like to do everything I can to help her not have to deal with that on a daily
I
basis.
feel bad for her.
Right.
Because around 3 o'clock
Yeah.
is right around the time where she's ready for mom to come home.
Yeah.
And she's tired of looking at my face.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Here, Gilly. Gilly and Blue are in the studio tonight. I have a feeling we're going to hear from them later today because their mother is not here to take care of them.
Where is she?
She's not here.
I know, where is she?
She's abandoned her babies,
Well, who
basically. And so they've joined me in the studio. I understand what it's like to have young children because I have Gilly and Blue to take care of.
Right.
Gilly, of course, is the mascot of KCTK Radio. Blue, of course, is the mascot of the Week Review. And if you remember, caller 6 picked her name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Hopefully they won't bark too much.
Yeah.
But so it's your goal to try to stay humble?
Stay humble and stay positive.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
You're half right.
I don't know how you can do that when people don't care about anything else. They don't care about what job they have. They don't even care if they've been diagnosed with a deadly disease. They only care about the news of the Droosh. And that's a lot of responsibility. So here it is, folks, the news of the Droosh.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I have
nothing
an
much and
interesting
everything
story
like
to
that.
tell, and hopefully Jack is listening very intently. Okay?
Jack, who happens to be all up in your face?
Right.
Okay.
How Grindr became a national security issue.
Huh.
What happened when a Chinese company acquired the horniest social network? This is from The Verge.
Okay.
So apparently, Grindr was bought a couple years ago in 2016.
Okay, what is Grindr?
Grindr is a gay hookup app,
Gay hookup
like
app.
Tinder.
Oh, boy.
And
Okay, no, wait. Tinder's the app where you go in through Facebook and you tell everyone, hey, I'm ready to meet people.
or
but
you
it-
swipe left kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been told...
Grindr's the same thing.
But I've been told that it's really just a hookup thing.
That's basically what Tinder
Okay, and
is.
so
yeah.
Grindr's even probably
It's,
worse,
yeah,
right?
I guess there's like 216 million users more than 27 million users. I don't know why I said that bigger number. That's because I was looking at the date. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. 27 million users. So apparently Chinese
Probably.
business Kunlun,
What?
the Iron Fist, bought bought Grindr, right?
Okay.
And actually, this is the name of the place. It's called
My ass is hungry, baby.
They.
No?
Yeah, no. It's called Beijing Kunlun Tech Company
And
Limited.
they bought this Grindr.
They bought Grindr.
Okay, so Grindr's an app where just gay guys can just
Hook up.
they can hook up and
Just
have
hook
a
up.
good old time.
Having a great
Good
time.
for them.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for them.
great. So here's the issue. They don't quite understand why it's.
But let's just say, I mean, do you have to prove you're gay, or can you just let's just say you've been married for 27 years, and you just want to look, you're just curious about it. Okay.
Okay,
Would that be wrong? I mean,
Hey, man. Sexuality is a wave.
and then let's say
It just moves
Let's
up
say
and
there's
down.
someone that let's say it's me. Okay. If I would just for the show and everything, would meet some of these young gentlemen, would that be wrong?
Oh no.
Okay. Now, what could I?
Now, if you're married and you're cheating on your wife with this,
She understands the show. She understands the show. Okay.
okay.
All right. All right.
So anyway, nobody
this-
they won't come out and say
What's
the
this
U-
app? Oh, they won't come out. I get it.
Yeah, they won't come out and say why it's considered a national security, but it's because it's a lot of people's data. So I guess U.S. has been on people about app developers on making sure people's data can't be taken and stuff like that. So on one thing the one theory is Grindr owns some of the most sensitive data about its users that a social network ever could. The filthiest chats they've ever
I
sent,
see.
nude photos, videos, all this real-time location. Right. The Chinese government has likely taken a significant interest in that data. So,
Okay. So
yeah.
it is a.
It's a way also to probably blackmail
Blackmail
people, even
some
though that's
people.
2019 and anybody can be anybody.
You can act like a man! What's
No.
the matter with you?
No, Marlon Brando.
Wow. So what's the plan to fix it?
Well, right now the Chinese government or the Chinese company that I was talking about, Kunlun, they're trying to sell it off to
I'm not
somebody
only the
else.
heckler president, I'm also a client.
So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on Grindr and how it's coming.
So you're gonna. Are
No
you gonna,
pun intended.
Now, okay, let me ask you this: why was it important that Jack heard this story? Because
I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny if I said
because
if I
it's
put
a
Jack's
TikTok?
name in it. Yeah, TikTok. You
Well,
calling him?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not.
What is that? What was that?
I don't know.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have cancer.
Wow. Wow.
You stink, and I don't like you.
I don't feel like I did that bad of a
No.
news story.
So, are you advising our listeners? And I'm thinking.
I'm thinking that people need
I'm
to
thinking
go.
like caller number 6. But I'm thinking that if you're on this app, you should get off of it because
Probably.
of security reasons.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Unless you don't care about your business out there. Who cares?
Yeah. It is kind of a shame that even
people
nowadays that's a blackmail thing, you know.
Yeah. Which it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know. You know what? I don't know circumstances, and I'm not about to dish out circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody who should be doing that.
Right.
So
Yeah,
Anyway.
unless someone's doing something they're not supposed to be doing in the
right,
first place.
exactly,
So,
and that's not really my.
yeah. So that
place
was
to bring
that.
up.
I mean, we already had kind of a down feeling anyway, so that brought us even more down.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. So thanks for that. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I mean, wait till Tinder becomes a national security threat.
Well, Tinder is.
I think it already has been.
Tinder.
Facebook is.
Yeah, you missed Tinder too because you've been married. Or,
I've been
or-
with somebody
same-
for 10 years. When Tinder came out, I was in a
Yeah.
relationship, so I've never.
I wonder
used
if
it.
there's anyone who's really found, like, I'm sure there's people who found their spouses.
I'm
They're
sure.
forever people, but
Michelle's friend, she ended up finding a boyfriend who now, I guess they're engaged.
oh, okay, okay. So it's really foreign to me
Yeah.
because it's just not how, as a young person, I ever would. I mean, it wasn't around. So
Honestly,
it's hard
I-
to think about.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like it's real cheap and everything, but if you think about going to a bar, could have been cheap, or you know.
Here's
So I don't know.
here's the thing. So, I'm kind of glad you brought that up because let's say, God forbid, I become single
Oh
tomorrow.
no! Oh no!
I wouldn't know what to do, man. I really don't, because one, I can't go to a bar and just randomly go up to some chick. That might be considered harassment or something. It could be misconstrued as
I
something
don't know.
else.
Do people do that anymore?
I don't even think people do that anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's
Everything's
through-
online, huh?
Yeah, and even if I go to Tinder, how do I know I'm getting a right person for that, or what's gonna like? What if that's also a setup? Sometimes those have been known to be setups to get robbed or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
What a mess.
I don't know. It's just weird.
We're living in a weird world.
Yeah, so I really honestly wouldn't know what to do. Like,
Well, it's a
would
good-
it be all right if I bought a girl a coffee? Would that be considered inappropriate or something? Like, you
I
know,
think being creepy is always kind of.
right? Am I being creepy if
Yeah.
I want to buy somebody a cup of coffee or something, or
I
a
don't
drink?
think so. I think just
Right?
don't
I
be
mean,
creepy.
you get what I'm saying though? Like,
because being married or not being married, people may still think you're creepy. So just don't be
True.
creepy.
right?
And it may.
You're
know,
better
for
off
the-
just. And yeah, what if I met somebody at work? Couldn't ask them out either.
Well, for the most part, you're going to be fine if you just don't be creepy.
right.
I don't know if we want to call this. I guess we can call this. Well, I guess I hate to do this for, when it comes to Jack's World, but this kind of is another tech talk thing.
Okay, cool.
It is called Fedor the Russian.
Fedor,
Fedor.
and that's a fighter.
Do you know what it is?
I know who Fedor is, the person.
Well, this is a robot, and because I know how much you like robots.
He's Fedor, the real person, is a badass.
Who is he?
He was an MMA fighter.
Oh well, maybe he's named after this or
That's
whatever.
probably he's considered a hero in Russia.
Well, is he named after this or is this named after him?
Probably
or-
named after him. Fedor
You
was
think
a badass.
you think he'd be named after a? I don't think it'd be.
MMA fighter looks like he can
No.
punch.
So this robot is firing a gun.
Yeah.
Might be the most terrifying thing ever. And it's a robot looks like a person. Usually I like ones that look like dogs, but they're holding handguns. They're kind of in a bunker thing. Not only can it shoot, but it can drive a car, do push-ups, and more.
Yeah, see,
And
eventually it'll learn how to MMA fight. And
If Fedor starts
be
saying,
Fedor.
starts saying, "I'll be back," then we should really start to worry. Thanks, CNN. So there's another robot,
yeah,
and
this one's more terrifying than the robots you've showed me previously.
well, I know, it's so funny because I had a story to talk about, but then this robot news comes across, and I'm like, Drew loves robots. I got to keep.
Well, this one's a Terminator.
But if you notice the ones, first we see, oh, they're four-legged. They do a flip. Do a flip. Oh, that's pretty cool. And the
I
other
could
one-
open the door. Open the
and
door.
the next ones are just like fake voices.
Yeah, everybody, I'm a robot and everything like that.
My name's Momo.
And they help you. Hi, computer. Computer, hi.
Hi there, and happy something on a stick day. To celebrate, ask me for a joke about eating.
Computer, give us a joke about eating.
What do you call a feast for pacifists?
I don't know.
Kumbaya.
I didn't get the
I
answer.
spoke over it. I don't think it was that funny anyway. So,
Sorry, I'm not sure.
computer, shut it. Shut your face.
Doesn't have a face.
Okay, so you got that robot. Then you get the robots that are carrying stuff around on the construction site.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Picking up beams and stuff.
And now we have this one.
Who's got a
That's
gun?
killing things.
Oh, good. So now we're getting into the territory of military-grade drones.
Right.
Robots.
And remember how funny it was? It was all well and good. It looked like a dog and everything.
Yeah.
This is the only show that is telling you, watch out for these robots. They're coming after you. And
It's just like me
beware.
telling you, don't go to the Amazon because there are now spiders that can eat possums.
Right.
And they will take your children.
I certainly hope. Gosh, I hope. I hope so much that our warning comes through to everybody.
Everybody needs to understand Skynet is real.
That's right. So,
Call Arnold.
Carl Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Skynet.
Oh, okay.
Terminator.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
D.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take our first break.
Okay, good.
And we'll be back with more KCTK Radio Week Review with Paul and Drew. We'll be right back. Are you tired of paying a fortune for your kids to get into college? Are you tired of being federally indicted for having them cheat on their SAT and ACT test? Well, I recommend you go to UCA Extension Santa Cruz. Here's what you need to do to get in. Does your check not bounce? And even if it does, we can set up payment systems. In 3 short weeks, you'll have a master's degree in whatever you want to do, as long as you pay. Are you ready to take your career to the next level? The University of California Extension Santa Cruz can prepare you for your future. As long as you have money, you can have a degree. And the truth of the matter is, that's really what every college is like anyway. So come to us, UCA Extension. Do it the Santa Cruz way.
Hey, it's the Droosh here. And I want to tell you about Washington Mutual. Yeah, that's right. Are you tired of getting played every time you get cash out of an ATM? Then start using a Washington Mutual ATM. Unlike some other banks who force you to pay an arbitrary surcharge when you get your money out of our ATMs, we don't. Even if you're not a Washington Mutual customer, surcharge-free ATMs from Washington Mutual, just the way nature intended them to be. Go ahead. Make the change now. Because when I did, it really helped me out a lot. And that's the Droosh talking.
Listen to the Droosh. And welcome back to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. We have a very special guest coming up here. I need to get her online here. and her name's Maya Bauer. She's an expert when it comes to hiring.
Very nice, very nice.
And we're going to be talking to Maya here real quick. We'll get her on the line.
Hello.
Hello, Maya. Maya?
Oh.
How are you? We are...
Doing great. How about...
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. We are doing our program, The Week Review, with Paul and Drew. I'm here with Drew, and we are very excited about a book that we saw called Hired. Everything you need to know about getting a job. Actually, it's called Hired because there's an exclamation point under
And it's in bold.
there,
It's in
and
bold
it's in
letters.
bold.
In bold letters.
Everything you need to know about getting a job. Maya Bauer, MAPHR/SHRM-CP. That's all her credentials.
Very nice.
And you may be wondering, you may be asking, who is this Maya, right?
Right. That's what I'm asking.
Well, let me tell you. Maya has been in the human resources industry for over a decade. She understands the power of connection as well as the struggle to find a career out of school. Her background in organizational development provides a broad base from which to approach the topic of employment and engagement. Her main focus is to provide tangible actions for an individual or an organization to take immediately. So welcome to the program, Maya.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Well, I got to tell you, we've done this podcast. This is our 83rd episode.
It is.
And we've never had anyone like good on before. You're the first one.
No, we haven't.
Oh, you guys are too kind.
Thank you. So what made you... Now, you've been doing... I know this because we know each other. And I've seen your work. You're a fantastic facilitator in addition to everything else. But what made you put together this book, Hired?
So, back in the day when I got out of school, there were no resources, no proper training and teaching, and I was coming in right at the start of the recession.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get a job and compete with people that had years more experience on me. So I decided to do my own research and start working through my own
Your own system.
Experience.
Did I lose you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if it's our equipment or anything, but you just kind of developed your own system to do this, right?
I did. I took all the best practices that were out there, and I successfully was able to get a job.
So you did that. You had your own process. So you put together in the book Hired. What do you think is the biggest mistake people do when they start looking for a job?
They do not work on their resume. So there are certain professions that need a different way of approaching the resume. Some are really good having it laid out chronologically, meaning I worked here, and then before that I worked here, and before that I worked here, etc., going all the way back. Now, there are some professions, generally the creative fields, that would be better suited to have a more functional resume, meaning I am a web designer, and these are all my experiences, or this is where my portfolio lays. And then having a subset of maybe professional experience, such as internships or working at school or any of that, to show that you do have work experience, but you're focusing mainly on your creative portfolio experience.
Now, I remember you saying one time that you really do need to include the time that you work during school, because that shows that you're dedicated to getting your degree.
Absolutely. That is time of experience that you had on the job.
So we did a little experiment here. I've sent you Drew's resume. Are you ready for this, Drew?
I am.
Do you have it there, Maya, or did you take a look at it?
I sure did.
What? Maybe let's start with the old facilitator ways. What was something that Drew did well that you would recommend other people do?
I really liked the way he segmented his resume into all his different pieces. It shows his creative side, the way you laid everything out. I can see your name, I can see your email and your portfolio, which is very important. And then I can see where my eyes clearly go to your experience and education and everything of that nature.
Awesome.
And that's good, because especially for what yours is tailored for graphic design.
Yeah, graphic design and illustration.
Right. And do you talk a lot about in your resume about co-hosting this podcast and everything that you've learned?
Actually, I keep this on the down low.
Really?
I keep it to myself.
I would think this would get you a job immediately.
Oh, I think it would too, but I don't want to just piggyback, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, Maya, what are some things that maybe we could do to improve his resume?
So first and foremost, when I was looking at your experience, it kind of jumped around a little bit.
Oh boy.
I know what you're trying to achieve is explaining that you are a graphic designer and that is your main focus.
Oh boy.
But your chronological layout of everything, it just doesn't flow. So I'm looking at it as you're freelancing, but you're also got these little jobs in between. What would make me be more prone to understanding your experience is doing what I just said. Highlighting this section is my creative, my whatever you're trying to focus on. So I'm going to assume graphic design. So this is my graphic design experience, and then listing out all the different projects you've done as a freelancer, whether you can or cannot put in the company you worked for, but really just listing them out like a project.
That.
And then the second part would be listing out your general professional work experience, such as the detail, the creative writer type of things, because that still shows that you are working, you are in the field, you are being managed by someone, you can work in a team, those types of things, that you have that longevity of being a strong worker.
Yeah, that highlights it. Now, I mean, he has work experience even through college. It took him, 15 or 16 years to get through college, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And, and you were 15th in your class?
I was 15th in my class.
Yeah, how many were in the class?
Well, there's quite a few.
Okay.
Quite a few.
And you graduated with a 1 point, what was it?
A 3.6.
Okay. Okay, I always get this confused. Mm-hmm. But you're saying divide that information up and because it highlights it better for the job he's looking for. Is that right, Maya?
Yes,
okay.
Correct.
The problem I have is some of the experience that I have is too short in between, and I can't seem to get anybody else to hire me to get further my experience. So should I just focus on freelance instead? Like you said, just put projects?
Yeah, I would do that. I would just title that graphic designer, and then underneath, instead of explaining what you do, list out those projects that you've done. So you've been a graphic designer since 2017, or even prior, whatever it is. And then under that, list out all the different projects, bullet points, all those different things that you've done, where a employer can go out and see that out there in the webosphere.
Right.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. I've noticed that nowadays you apply everything online. You work on your resume, but it seems like every company makes you fill out something else online.
Yeah. I've noticed that I've had to fill out a lot of surveys.
Yeah.
And like little tests.
And then from there, it's always a screener that calls you.
Oh.
What are some tips to get past that to talk to the real decision maker?
So the screener, that's usually a recruiter, an internal recruiter, who's trying to just figure out is what is on the resume what we are trying to look for at the job description. So this is when you need to look back at that actual job description. So don't throw it away. Save it in your email, whatever you do, however you keep track of things, and use those keywords that you saw in the job description when you are
Hold on.
Sorry, probably caller 6 is trying to call. Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to call in.
I don't know how I'm going to hang up on him without hanging up on Maya.
It's not a problem. We can just keep going. Anyway, keep going, Maya. What were you saying?
Okay, good. He hung up. I hung up on him.
Okay.
So what you want to do is look back at the job description, even just 5 minutes before the call. Look at the keywords that they're highlighting, and then when you are explaining your experiences to them, use those keywords.
And that is something I actually do. Maya.
Let me ask you. No, you don't do it because
No,
you
I
ain't got
do.
no job.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, yeah, I still don't have a job, so technically, I guess you're.
do you change your resume based on the job description?
Yes and no.
Oh,
You should always have one templated resume that
Okay.
has everything and anything in it.
okay.
And then when you do apply for a position, yes, tailor it a little bit to the position.
Okay.
Fake it till you make it.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Using
use the
keywords, describing elements maybe.
That was something I
that
learned in college,
pertains
too.
to that
She
company, things like that.
She didn't say fake it till you make it.
I mean, it's basically the premise of it.
No. She's saying tailor the thing based on the job that they
Yeah,
want.
I mean, I had a spokesperson.
Faking
in
it,
college.
faking it would be.
She said, I listened to one speaker who said
We're
that.
talking to someone who wrote a book. She's an expert.
I completely
Listen
agree
to
with
her.
you. I was just telling you what I was just explaining myself. That's all.
Well, you need to listen to this expert.
Okay, fine. I apologize.
Okay, so do you recommend that we get a fake resume?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because you're going to be found out.
Right.
Okay. All right, good tip. I guess, there's a lot of information you have all the way in this book. Look at that. It was signed by her.
Nice.
The book I got. All the way, chapter 1's the resume, all the way to asking questions to the interviewer and finding the opportunities when you do get rejected. So it's very comprehensive what you have here.
I'm gonna have to look that book up.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Don't
read that
take my
book.
copy. But so I'm sure we could talk to you forever on that. But I think just the tips here helps not only our friend Drew here, but also highlights what a wonderful person you are, Maya, because you have wrote a book. That's pretty cool. And it seems as though you've really done it out of your own frustration and watching other people have difficulty getting a job. I mean, they say unemployment's down, but it's still hard to get a job.
Yeah.
It's incredibly difficult. It doesn't matter where, what positions you're looking for, how many years of experience you have. It's difficult. And the worst part of it is it really plays on your ego, especially when those rejections, when you feel like you're such a perfect fit for the organization and you get rejected. So it's hard. But rather than dwelling on that, turn it into a positive. Learn from it. Take away what you can.
Yeah.
If you got through interviews but you didn't get the job, what can you do better at being a better at presenting yourself at an interview?
Yeah. Those are great tips. Now, I would recommend, if you're okay with this, Maya, tell people to follow you on social media because you're always throwing some very positive things out. Fitness, eating right. You seem to be on a very, very big direction of positivity in the year 2019. Is it your attempt to share that with everybody, or it just seems to be you doing that anyway?
If people would like to follow me, they are more than welcome to follow me. But yeah, I am all about positivity, trying to better yourself, always developing. There's no reason to be stuck in one position.
Yeah.
We're not meant to be stuck.
Well, one thing I would take, I do want to give you a little bit of trouble. I see on your social media that you start working out at 4 a.m.
I do.
Come on, Maya.
Paul, I have a small child.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's either wake up very early and get a little bit of Zen time, or eat my feelings at the end of the day, and that's it. Workout.
Okay. Well,
I suggest eating your feelings.
That's
That
what
sounds
I've been
great.
doing.
That
I've been
sounds
doing that
absolutely
on the
great.
other side of it. But you are. I'm very proud to know you. This book is really helpful. Did you get some good tips, Drew?
Oh,
you have
absolutely.
Any last questions?
No. I feel like you answered a lot of my questions.
Here.
Like one of the big questions I asked during the interviews is, "What will I learn?" That was something they taught me at college. Was like always ask that question. It seems like a lot of employers are like, "Oh, okay, cool. What are you doing?"
Yeah, you should ask a lot of questions during interviews.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Maya?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come prepared. I generally tell people to write the questions down.
Mhm.
Check in. I have a long list of questions in the book already. And
Right.
just highlight some good 5-10 questions to come already off the bat. Sometimes they'll answer them for you during the conversation, but sometimes you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Well, if people want to buy the book, what do they do?
On Amazon, search for Hired by Maya Bauer, and you can get it 2-day shipping.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Very
Take care
nice
of that,
meeting you, Maya.
Take care of
Thank
that
you.
small child and that bulldog, okay?
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. It was very nice of you. Appreciate it. That was.
You bet.
There
Let me know
goes.
if I can help.
All right. There goes Maya Bauer, who is the author of Hired. Everything you needed to
know about getting a job.
Yeah. Is there any tips now that?
I feel like I learned a lot.
Why were you trying to tell her what you learned in college?
Oh,
No one cares.
I obviously nobody cares. I was just
Okay.
trying to have. I mean, she's obviously more intellectually sophisticated than I am, so I was just trying to keep up.
Clearly.
Trying to use big words.
Yeah.
From that book learning.
You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing I've learned because I am. I think she has. Here's the thing. Always trying to improve is really a key to everything. So, I think you're always supposed to update your resume.
Right.
All the time, and you get better word. You get better. You're just always supposed to try to update it. Hopefully, you take some of these tips that she said on yours. I have almost the opposite problem. Well, you know what? Come to think of it, we may have the same problem. That, like, you've done regular work and you've done your graphic design stuff. I've done community affairs, training, banking, and of course podcasting. But you know, it's kind of all over the place. So maybe there's a way to structure that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not looking for a new position. Being, I think if I was, Mac would go crazy because I think I'm the only one that could run here at KCTK Radio.
You probably would.
But I should at least update my resume and,
Right.
you know, because you know, Spotify has bought 2 podcast outlets in the last year. Did you know that?
No.
So you know, if the price is right, KCTK Radio maybe, and then I'd be out of a job.
Not really.
Well, I'd be just sitting there, you know, counting my money I would make off of it. But
Huh.
or do you think Mac would give me any money if we sold KCTK?
No, you'd probably take it all.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. So.
I was going to take a break, and we're not ready.
No,
for that?
go
Oh,
right ahead.
There we go.
I've got nothing to say.
No, what were we going to say?
I have an interview Monday.
Yay!
Yay! After being rescheduled twice. Not by me.
That's great, Drew.
Yeah. I'm going to use these tips.
Yeah.
For Monday.
Just bring my book back.
Yeah.
Just so you can look at the book, but come
I
back.
still got to give Jack his book back.
What book's that?
His favorite book. What's it called?
Grinder?
No, sorry, not Grinder. That's his favorite app, not book.
Okay.
Ready Player One.
So we're going to go and take a break. We'll be right back with KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew.
That's kind of a pun. Hey everybody, this is the Druge. And I'm going to tell you about my favorite magazine. It's called Vogue. Yeah, that's right. The Druge reads Vogue. That's right. You can get 6 issues free, including Vogue's Millennium issue, OMG, Subscribe now and get a fabulous year of Vogue for just $1.50 a value.
Whoa, $1.50 for a whole year of Vogue?
Right, an issue.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's quite a deal, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read some Vogue?
Of course.
Absolutely. So once you will get 6 issues free, including the Explosive Millennium issue.
I love explosives.
Right. The future of fashion has only Vogue can tell it. So hurry up and sign up.
Do it.
Let's do it the Vogue way.
This portion of KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew is brought to you by U.S. Trust. Are you building an art collection? Managing and preserving your wealth?
I have a snow globe collection.
Are you looking to buy a lake house?
Yes.
Are you looking to remodel your bathroom?
Yes.
Are you looking to perhaps get a knee surgery?
No, I'm not doing that.
You should do all of those and more. Invest in well-run, socially responsible companies that make you a shitload of money.
What about an alpaca farm?
As long as it makes money, U.S. Trust will invest in your ideas. All aspects of approach that connects you to the client's beliefs and goals from a company that's been in trust for over 4,000 years. That's U.S. Trust. Life's better when you're connected. So give us a call at 1-800-US-TRUST. The name you recognize for the past 400 millennials. Welcome back to
I don't even
KC.
think America's been around for 4,000 years.
Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew.
We're having a great time. We're having a good time. All of the great times. This is the KCTK playing all the hits.
So, what'd you think of the interview?
I thought it was great. I didn't speak for a reason most of the time.
Yeah, you did. You talked too much, but
Right, that's why I didn't talk as much as I was supposed to.
I don't think I'm comfortable with doing anything.
I think you did a great job. You're a great
No,
interviewer.
I don't feel comfortable doing anything of value on the show. I want just jackassery.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
want
I feel like I learned
fart
a lot,
jokes.
and
I want
we promoted.
robots.
We helped promote.
I want fake puppet voices. I want someone later to say you guys are too vulgar. But it was a good thing, and I'm really proud of my friend and very talented person. And
I'm jealous.
yeah,
She's doing very successful.
yeah, she's very successful. She's a cute little
I hope
child.
I get to that point.
She has a. I guess that baby's probably 2 years old now.
That's cool.
We should have brought that up and the challenges of the young child.
Yeah.
'cause
I'm just
you-
starting to go through that myself.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
She's getting a tooth right now on the top of her mouth,
Uh-huh.
and she is just a murdering, screaming baby at the moment. Ugh.
Who?
Quinn.
Oh. So she has a tooth.
She's got a tooth coming in.
She's got one tooth, and
She got a
she's
tooth in top coming
and she's
in.
pissed off about it.
Yeah, she don't like it. She don't like that tooth. I'm
Okay.
like, get over it.
That's too bad.
It is too bad. But nobody cares about that.
I do. I only care about that. Let's do this real quick. Also, just so everyone knows, the winner of the live read contest goes to Drew.
Oh, wow. Why?
Yeah, I don't even remember you said
I said Vogue.
Vogue.
Strike a pose.
Oh yeah, Vogue. Yeah, because it does make a lot of sense that a fashion magazine would choose to. I don't know. They'd really want to advertise with us. I think, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. You know what that was?
Caller 6.
He hung up on us. Oh no.
Oh no. It's about to get crazy up in here.
Let's see if you left a message
Let's
for
see
us.
if we'll call back.
This is caller 6. I wanted to share with you that I failed at my New Year's resolution yesterday around 9 o'clock.
Hope he's still
I
alive.
got locked out of my car
Oh boy.
trying to go to the coffee shop. Wanted to grab a book, and then I left my keys on the seat. And I shut the door, and I got locked out. So I got to start all over with my resolution again.
Oh, that
I thought I could share with you guys live, but apparently you guys got me locked out. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Caller 6,
wow.
I want you to know when you eventually listen to this that we love you and we didn't mean to hang up on you.
Yeah.
And hopefully you're in a safe place and not anywhere near sharp objects.
Boy, you've had a really bad week. I feel sorry for you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Drew's just looking for a job, and as for me,
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have cancer.
so we feel sorry for you since you locked your fucking keys in your car. So
You know what I will say? It is a pain in the ass when you lock your keys in the car.
Yeah.
And then you got to get a hanger, and then you got to go through the top of your car.
Yep. Everyone's agreeing with you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Give the governor a harumph. Harumph.
So anyway, we feel terrible for you. We should have talked to you about that instead of Maya and her expertise. But he's got problems. We've all got problems.
I've got a lot of problems.
Maya is an expert. It was lovely she talked to us, but no one cares. They only care about the news from a Droosh. Take it away, Drew.
Wolverine's healing may soon be possible. Yes, really.
Is that it?
No, that was the the title.
Okay.
So I throw it out there. All right. So Wolverine's ability to heal from any wound may be the most useful mutant superpower of all the Marvel X-Men. Right? But believe it or not, science might actually be making Logan's comic book healing factor a reality for everyday humans. Whoa. We're about to be immortal, y'all. At the very least, Harvard University researchers are beginning to understand how such regeneration could be possible and identifying the genetic switches or mutations that could unlock it in for the non-superheroes.
Say what?
Right?
Wait a minute. Why aren't they comparing this
To Deadpool?
to Wolverine?
Why do they compare this to Wolverine?
Yeah.
Because that's Wolverine's main power.
I know, but this is like the fountain of youth. This is this is every time there's a car wreck or anything that's wrong with someone, this solves them. People have cancer in their body, it would fix.
You do realize this is also a double-edged sword, right? Because that would mean nobody can die.
Yeah, this is a big deal. This is a little bit more than, Stan Lee's creation.
Creation to show racism growing up in the 80s.
Right. This is a big deal.
80s and 70s, sorry. 60s. But, was it 60s?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So who's doing this?
It's Harvard University researchers.
So they're figuring out a way that you can just repair yourself from any wound.
Yeah, that'd be insane, wouldn't it? I just think that's crazy. Like, there's not much more into it. Most of it goes into what the healing factor is and the history of the X-Men and stuff like that. We know that. I mean, you know that.
You know what it can never solve? Hurt feelings.
That's weird because as a man, I regenerate faster than most. So your words never hurt me.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, man, you got...
They called me the Wolverine of feelings.
Here's the problem that you have with your news. I always want to know an update later. So
I'll see if I find any more update. I don't know about that. That might take a while. We might not hear anything for, I don't know, you'll probably be dead.
I'll be dead.
I'll be living in a basement with my own urine and jars.
Sure.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Hey, do me a favor, and I didn't do this last week. Make sure you send your stories to me. I can put them on the Twitter so people can, if they're interested in these stories that we talk about.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we do that. So
I
make
like
sure
that.
you do that.
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot.
So wait, you want me to do that so people can verify my information
No.
and then call me out on it? Because that would be great. I like the critiques.
No, they can say, "Wow, that's an interesting story. Where can I find
like,
more?"
wow, that's
it's like
neat.
the more you know,
Oh,
do
right.
do do that type of thing. But guess what?
She's in the ballroom.
I have a big story that I want you to know about,
What's up?
and I want you to know about it now.
I'm ready.
Not just you. Everybody needs to listen to this story. Police. Arby's manager arrested after shooting and killing customer accused of spitting on her.
Holy shit. What?
What? What happened, Story? Okay, let's do a commercial real quick.
Yeah,
We're dying to know about this, but we need to know about the reliable
Gotta know
weather
about
team.
the weather team.
Yeah, it's going to snow in the winter, and then it's going to get warmer.
Hey, guess
It's
what,
gonna be
Ollie?
awesome.
It's gonna rain.
The manager of Oklahoma Arby's has been arrested. Deidre
Shocker.
Young was arrested on a charge of first-degree murder.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. The Arby's way.
Detectives say Young was involved in an altercation with the 25-year-old Mr. Talent is his name. He reportedly returned to the restaurant an hour after the incident, and Young got in her car and followed him. Oh, I missed something that was very important. Young reportedly fired her gun at the SUV, hitting him and causing him to crash into a Walmart neighborhood market.
Good Lord.
He was taken to the hospital and died shortly after.
Wow.
Talent. Do you know why she did this?
Why?
Well, I missed an important thing when I was trying to read that story. He spit on her. So she's working the Arby's. He came in and I think it went a little something like this. Yeah, I'll take a beef and cheese, please. I'll take a beef and cheese, please.
No, I don't think you should have a beef and cheese.
Give me a beef and cheese.
Hey, guess what? If you spit on me, I'll kill you. You're dead!
I'm getting out of here.
Da-da-da-da.
And then, thank you. Yay.
Yay.
That was
And
the
that's
Paul
called improvisation.
Right, that's the Paul and Drew players. How many times have you really wanted to spit on a fast food worker? Daily?
Actually, I'm gonna
hourly?
I'll be honest with you, okay?
Mhm.
I'll be real. Not once have I ever wanted to do anything like that. It's
Wanted
just-
to?
Never wanted to. Never wanted to spit on anybody. Never wanted to pee on anybody. I don't believe in treating people like toilets.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying.
You think I'm lying?
Yes. Now, you know there's a big difference between wanting to and then doing it.
Oh, I've never wanted to just spit on somebody.
How about, maybe I'll make it even more basic. Just somehow just tell them that,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just get their
Or,
fat face and...
I will say this. I
You're-
am more prone to probably want to punch somebody in the face before I spit on them.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I have that...
Some violent
fire.
thing, but you don't do it.
Right.
And here's why.
They'll follow you
She'll
home.
she'll follow your ass home and shoot you, and you'll run into a Walmart. So let's be nice to our fast food workers.
You do
They
realize
don't-
also
they
the
don't make
cardinal
much
rule
money.
is you do not fuck with the people
No.
that touch your food.
Right. They don't make much money. You're eating crap anyway. You shouldn't be there.
Right.
So just enjoy yourself. Realize they have limitations, and don't spit on.
They also were fired out of ageism, so they're working there just through retirement.
Yeah.
There's also those people. Don't
Yeah.
forget the teenagers and elderly.
Well,
Well, then you got
you know-
that guy that's just stayed there for the money,
Mhm.
and he regrets it at 30.
Did you ever work at a fast food place?
I worked there for a month.
I mean, you probably have told me the story before, but where did you work?
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
I was fired.
Why were you fired?
Well, how much time you got?
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes is enough time. At one point, I served raw chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm. Why did you do that?
I thought they were cooked.
Okay.
They
Okay,
look cooked.
fair enough.
Yeah, they look cooked.
Fair enough.
The outside of them look cooked.
You weren't
Apparently
doing
the
it
inside
just-
were not so
okay,
much. No,
alright.
it wasn't malicious.
Okay.
I also was almost crushed by a shelf in the freezer.
Okay.
That was actually my first job ever.
Mhm.
So,
And it's been kind of downhill from there, right?
yeah, it's just been
Yeah.
one thing after another.
Do you think they'll take you back?
No,
Okay.
I don't think they will. Because my friend Pete got me the job at
Yeah.
high school.
Oh.
And he worked there all through high school.
I'm sure I've told you the story about when I worked at McDonald's, right?
No.
They fired me.
Uh-huh.
Do you know why?
Why?
Well, luckily I have enough time to tell you. They fired me just because I didn't show up for work a couple times. Big deal. Big woo. Like I'm supposed to show up whenever I have a job.
Right.
I walk in and hey, I'm not on the schedule. Yeah, because you've been fired. But why? Because you were on the schedule last week because you never bothered to look at it or show up or tell anybody that you showed up.
So did you miss the fact that you had to have a habit of actually going to work?
I just don't know. I think it's unreasonable to ask your employee to figure out when they're supposed to be working. And I should have still kept my job even though I didn't show up for my job.
Right.
But I did get the last laugh because I got a job at the McDonald's down the street.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I, on the other hand...
Mm-hmm. It's true.
There's another job I got at Bob Evans, and I really hated that job.
Well, I wish we had time to get into it now, but we don't. I think you've told me some of those things, and it makes you want to vomit. So, Thanks for joining us for KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. Do you have any last words or anything?
Spade and neuter your pets.
No, that's someone else's thing.
Whoa. Salutations and have a martini on me.
That's nice. You had to keep that one.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us, folks. Please check out Twitter. We're going to have all the articles up there. Also a way that you can buy Maya Bauer's book. We'll put that on Twitter.
Free Nelson Mandela.
And keep listening to us. We appreciate. I hope you enjoy the experiment we're doing where we do a different program almost every day on the KCTK radio feed on Google Play and iTunes and everything else. Hope you enjoy that. Love to have your feedback. Let me know how you're doing. I appreciate your time. We'll see you next week. Thanks, folks.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctk.radio12345.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.